Hey! So, try another way of going live during your broadcast. What? Gimmicks. Right. So we are running some Japanese trains today. Hello Simon and Kyle. So the unit here that's just going past, this is a DMU, this is a Kiha 81, running a limited express service. And the little pocket rocket that seems to be zipping around on the inner track is an E851. These were built for putting some heavy cement trains on a particular route, and that was basically the end of their days. Hello Dale, sir! So the reason for going live on Facebook is after reading the comments on the post I made in Roy Smith's group, the Union Pacific Everton subdivision, N-scale subdivision, and Kyle, yours is one of them. You know, it's really touched me, and I just thought I'll share a little bit with you. And I wanted some video of these, just to enjoy them. So this, Dale, this is the new one. Well, they're both new. This is the little orange electric. Zipping around. We will bring him to a stop in front of the camera before I take him away. And the new Kiha 81. But the idea is going to be, once the little electric's run in and you've had a look at him, take him off, and on the inner track then I will put the Series 485 EMU Limited Express on the Raicho Express Thunderbird, otherwise known as, and we'll have two of these units with the huge noses on them running in the opposite directions. Now, something else I want to point out, folks, and I'm going to keep these for demonstration purposes on a video on my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, my Dragons on the high iron, is on the subject of cleaning track. Now, Bright Boys I got, or track rubbers as we call them in the UK. What I've been using for the past year. I've used them on this layout, or this track here, and basically had problems with it on my little layout, the Happiness Railway. And with them, the locos seemed to run worse after using them. So I brought myself some cotton buds, or Q-tips as you call them in the States, and some isopropyl alcohol. Anyway, you guys might remember I got this double track loop about February, March time last year, so almost a year ago. So this has had almost a year being cleaned with Bright Boys. It got cleaned before I put it away last time. This is what I got off it tonight. 6 cotton bud ends worth. So both ends being used of crap. Look at that. So the Bright Boys / track rubbers, they're being binned for definite. But I've been around the whole lot tonight and cleaned it. So both track rails and both tracks have been cleaned. Yeah, so unfortunately they're both running in, but at least this one makes the Kia 81 makes a full train up. The little one doesn't. But it's lovely loco, that. So smooth at running. Got another 5 minutes now, so another 5 minutes, and then we'll have the Raicho out. Thank you. Yes, they're very 70s looking, aren't they? They're very 70s looking. No, they're awful, aren't they, Dale? They are absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Now, the only thing was, these were both off eBay. UK sellers, actually, which was kind of nice. No import to pay on them, you see. They're already here. But neither have been used. Oh, no, sorry, this one had been used. And I had to clean its wheels. There's a gross Q-tip for that somewhere. Cleaned its wheels up and got it running again. But it's silent as anything. But the unit hadn't been used. The Kia 81 hadn't been used. You could see no wear on the wheels, and it was. Now the thing is, this design, the one we'll be seeing in a minute, is actually from 1964. But yeah, they look really 70s. But yes, I'm not sure. I need to research a bit more history on the 81. But for some reason, when they took it out of the box, they put it back in all over the place. I had to sort of get my little dictionary out and translate the kanji into English so I could actually work out what sequence the carriages went in. Of course, I knew the cab ends went at one at each end, but it's what went in between. But we got there, and now it's in the right order, so it can go into these. It does have a hint of the aerotrain about it, and I think that was probably part of the idea, was that really a look that stuck in the mind. A look that really stuck in the mind, and you know, like the aerotrain, gave a sense of style. And I think, yeah, I like them. They've got big schnozzes. Big schnozzes. Right, so we are near the end of this little one's running session. So it'll be time to get the Raichu on. Not Raichu. Not a Thunder Mouse, it's a Thunderbird. So, a little bit of plugging. I'd like to invite you, if you're not already, to go and check out my channel on YouTube. It's called Dragons on the High Iron. It is going to be my Chinese HO layout. I've got 3 locomotives, some cars. There's a stream up from last night. You check it out. Shows what I've got. Talks about some bits and pieces. And now this is going to be a really limited thing, because I will take this video down at some point tomorrow. Okay, I'll be downloading it, then taking it off Facebook. Okay, so this is a time limited thing. But for those of you who are genuinely interested, okay, genuinely interested in Japanese railways and my modelling of Japanese railways, if you search up Gaijin on the JNR on YouTube, you will find my Japanese model railway channel. There are no streams on that channel, it is videos only, but I'm trying to put a bit more effort into those videos. But yes, that's time limited, because I don't want subscribers because people feel they should subscribe to me on there. I want them because they want to subscribe to me and want to follow the content and follow the information being given out there. Yeah, like YouTube sort of for, ultimately. But yeah, so aerotrains locally. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of cool. Look, I mean, they are. I will admit, I think these fall into the same category. They are an acquired taste, I think. To be diplomatic about it, I think they are an acquired taste. But yeah, you know. Excellent. Excellent. So I'll let you have a little look at this guy. Not sure I can stop him and keep the lights on just about. He's flickering away there. He is starting to move again. I have to turn those lights off. But yeah, so that's the E851. As I say, these were built for pulling very heavy cement trains. I just love those porthole windows on the side. Porthole windows on the side, that curve to the back of the cab window, and the colour it all just jumped out to me and said, me! I don't usually like orange trains, but this one really did just say, pick me, pick me. And for the sun I got it for, it was too good not to. And I'm glad, I think it's beautiful. In a boxy electric style of beauty. Right, but I'll take them off the track now because it's time to get the ride show on. Ooh. I will just pop him here, just so you can... If we put him over here. Put him there so you can see him still. So I've got some Japanese trains wanted to run around my house. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. So, now the task of getting the Series 485 onto the back track while the one's going around the front track, so it's still technically running in. Not long to go on it. But it's still technically running in. Okay, so... here's the ride show. So they're both 7-car units. And this is a first for me. I've never run 2 of these units together because I actually own 3 of them now, but I need to investigate the original one a bit more. They're both all by Kato. These 2 are by Kato. This 485 is a bit newer than the 81. Well, I've never run 2 of this style of unit together. So this is a first. And you're some of the lucky few to see it. Oh, wrong way. I should just nod and pretend to know what an M1000 is. An M1000, sorry, an M1000. So, Series 485, you can see, is an EMU as opposed to a DMU. And the fun fact, this is the first time this one's run on Kato track. It's actually only run on Tonic track before. Hoping. Yeah, we should get 5 minutes of them running wrong road, because this is technically running the wrong direction at the minute. The 81 is. So you get to see this one run wrong road as well now. For 5 minutes, and then I'll swap directions and they'll be running right correctly. So these were built in 1964, and in some modifications, they're still running with it. There we are, the Series 485 Raicho. And the Kia 81. Welcome back, Simon. So we'll have 5 minutes of them running in the wrong direction like this. Just while the 81 continues running in. Well, it's actually less than 5 minutes now. And then we'll have them go the right way. But I'll bring them to a stop in line with that E851, so you can compare the noses. Well, they actually are quite different. While looking similar, they actually are quite different. And of course, you'll get to see the full light range on both. So if you have gone and checked out Guide on JNR, the next review up that I'm going to be filming, not necessarily the next one out, will be the Raicho, which is the one in a track here, the EMU. I'm currently writing the script for it. So a lot more effort's going into these than went into the any other videos I've ever done previously. Thank you for that heart, whoever gave you that one, thank you. As I say, at some point tomorrow I'll be taking this video off Facebook, so that plug for the YouTube channel is time limited. But I do ask that it's just, please, feel free to go watch the videos, feel free to subscribe if you want to, that's the idea obviously, but I'm only looking for subscriptions to that for people that actually want to subscribe rather than ones that feel like they should subscribe. You can use Dragons on the High Iron for that. Right. As soon as it's coming past, bring this one to a stop and say, I'll let you compare the noses. Oh, gone a bit too far. But we'll do that. Dragons on the High Iron is my YouTube channel for my Chinese HO gauge project that's upcoming. I've got a book called Dragons on the I think is it Great Rail? Yeah, Dragons on the Great Rail. that I received in a trade for another model, and yes, I thought, oh, well, I'll have a nod to the American influence in Chinese steam locomotives. In fact, one of the ones I've got is basically a Chinese copy of an American steam locomotive, and use the high iron and change the last bit. Thank you. Yes, but as I say, if you're genuinely interested in Japanese stuff, then Gaijin on the JNR is that one. Currently, there is a complete overview of the Happiness Railway, how it was constructed, how it's operated. There's some rescued videos from the Sakura Densha channel on there. Video from the other YouTube channels. The Japanese content was, and there's a start of a new series which is review and meet the fleet. So it's when I say review, it's not an unboxing. I don't need to unbox things. If you need to be shown how to unbox things, then you've got bigger problems than what you get in the box. But I will show you the accessories, the choice of numbers that you get with these Japanese locos, because these are things I've struggled to find as a native English-speaking modeler of Japanese railways. These are the things I struggle to find, so that's what I try and cover, rather than what you could see on a monkey see, monkey do type basis, with a non-native English-speaking YouTube channel, which might include the unboxing itself. But I will try and give you a bit of history on the locomotive as well. So you've got what's coming in the box, but then I'll try and give you the actual thing. If possible, the actual running number in front of you, I will try and get an D51 one. I'm actually lucky enough to be able to tell you a bit about the actual engine as well, which is pretty cool. The difference in nose and cabin units, painters do different too. Yeah. So this one sits a lot higher. You've got a smaller split ring screen, split into 3 parts rather than to the 2 parts. This one is. So you've got the side window. There's a little bit there. Then there's the main part. So you've got the main part and the side window. The bonnet's bigger on this. It also has a much bigger slope. Its height sits higher. And obviously, like you said, the paint is different. The biggest thing on this is here's one of your diesel motors. This actually has rearward-facing windows as well. But yeah, big motors on that. In the series Rail Wars, there is a version of this one that's completely fictitious, but it has a gas turbine on top of it there. Right, so let's have them go the right way. I'll try and simultaneous departure if I can. Oh, come on you, don't be grumpy. So there we are, the Raicho going away from us there. And coming towards us is the Kia 81. I haven't actually read what the name of the express is that this is on yet, so yeah. So we'll give them a couple of circuits each, and then that would be it. It was a short, sharp one just to get some footage of these things moving. I'll take some pictures later, so if you check out Roy's page later on, I'm sure you'll see them. This is kind of cool to see these two very similar styled units running together. They are incredibly Japanese looking, I think, as well. It's something you could look at and probably guess which country it came from. Light styling. Oh, beautiful crossing shot there. So just to put it really in context, these things are the workmates of steam locomotives, especially the electric in the background. I can confirm that, 1964 built, as I say, the first ones. Excuse me. And, you know, still serving today in a different form. They've changed the cabs quite a bit. But you know, steam didn't end for another 11 years in Japan, so yes, you know, not many trains around these days can boast that sort of longevity in their careers as doing the same job they were built to do all those years later. They still run a limited express with these units. Thanks for trying YouTube. Thanks for the show. Take it easy. And yourself, Kyle. Thanks for coming along. And yes, I think in fact there is where I'm going to call it. So take care, and I'll see you all around. Thanks for coming. They'll get ready.